What's up, guys? Today I decided to make another gameplay commentary for you guys, and this will be a different kind of topic. And I wanted to talk about Uncharted 6 possible release, and if Nathan Drake will come back to Uncharted 6 or future Uncharted projects. Oh, I'm gonna say this right now, guys. That Nathan Drake probably will never come back to Uncharted. He might make some cameo appearances there and there in some Uncharted games in the future, but I don't think we'll ever have a chance to play as Nathan Drake ever again. And I'm actually happy. I'm happy that it's actually ended it ended in Uncharted 4. I'm glad it's actually finished Nathan Drake's story, and we can move on maybe to some great ideas, more characters to explore in Uncharted universe. I think Uncharted shouldn't end on Uncharted 4. I think we should get Uncharted 6, and I think we should get Uncharted 7 and so on. I think this franchise should still keep going and just bring more characters, and maybe one day we can see Nathan Drake's son or daughter or whatever, become, I guess, like Nathan Drake. Of course, there will be a bit weird and strange for her or for him. The steps of the father.
Let's take the round. Oh no.
When it comes to future games for the PS4, is a wish list chart.
I've got the treasure. I've got it.
Lost Legacy. Live new characters. There's a new adventure set in 2017. New roles. PlayStation 4. But what does creative director according to game the game developer would love to himself since at the same time Naughty Dog would still provide the franchise since they or whatever, but I want them to somehow participate in making an Uncharted game, because they're the ones who created Uncharted in general as a franchise. They're the ones who created, so you have to involve them in some way or form. So let's carry on reading. For those who have played and finished Uncharted 4, it was not... this is the main thing here about Nathan Drake. It was not surprising that Nathan Drake did not return for the 5th outing. The story of A Thief's End was intended to give closure to the Drake family and even show their future. The hard part for Naughty Dog was transitioning to a new main character. In a recent interview with Sean Esquire of Naughty Dog, the creative director admitted that they pitched Uncharted The Lost Legacy as Chloe's story, but to them it felt centered around Nadine at first. And then this is what Sean Esquire says, quote, "A lot of that had to do with the fact that we didn't really know Chloe, and we hadn't really found her story as of yet. Through the course of development, it became quite clear that this was Chloe's story, and it was quite clear that Nadine would help bring that story out. As Kiak said, according to Jewel Shockers, part of Naughty Dog's storytelling is relationships, how they affect each other, how they get in conflict, how they bond, is what brings out the best and the worst of these characters. We get to see a lot more insight into them." And then it says, Uncharted Lost Legacy recently went gold, and the Naughty Dog team is going on vacation. The team had not originally intended to create a full game in a single year, and now they need a long break. SK told Red Bull that there are no immediate plans for a new Uncharted sequel, but he still left the door wide open for Uncharted 6 with his other comments. And this is what SKX says. I quote, "This world is huge. The stories are vast. The cast is vast, and there could be many stories told in this world, he said. The creative director said the development team did not deliberately try to give gamers a sense of closure, nor was it trying to convey the idea that this world isn't finished yet. Instead, the goal was to see the Uncharted world as a whole from a different perspective. Their vision was to convey Chloe and Nadine's story, and that's it. The only character not on the table was Nathan Drake. It's possible that Uncharted 6 story and its location could come out of the brainstorming that Naughty Dog did for developing the fifth game. SKX says they had many stories on the table and tried many combinations of characters, including Sully, Sally, and Chloe, Sally and Sam, Cutter and Chloe. We just kept moving around the pieces. We knew we wanted to do Chloe once we nailed her. And then it carries on saying, in an interview with GamesBeat, Naughty Dog writer Josh Skeer said that once they realized they were really wrapping up Nathan Drake's story in a nice, neat bow, they began figuring out what other stories they wanted to tell and what other characters they wanted to explore. Because of all the options available, this mindset could carry on to Uncharted 6 rather than make the new focus all about Chloe. And since this is what Josh Skeer says, I quote, "One fun thing about the series and about the genre in general is that we are drawing from the idea of this whole world out there of rogues and thieves and treasure hunters and all these things that do with and against each other," Scare said. I don't know if I spelled his second name correctly, I hope I do. Potentially we could spin this off. So there could be a spin-off and all sorts of things happening. That's not to say Naughty Dog won't consider doing Uncharted The Lost Legacy 2 instead of Uncharted 6 focused on other characters. When asked about the possibility, all Scare would say is that it's really up to the fans. It's not really up to us. So as a fan of Uncharted, guys, I do want to see more Uncharted. I don't know about you guys, but I do want to see more Uncharted games and more future projects involving Uncharted. So that's why I really want that. I don't know about you guys. And this is the last paragraph I'm going to read here. Just like with SK, the Naughty Dog writer made a point to say that there are no plans for a PS4 Uncharted 6 game at this time. Right now, the team is focused on releasing the current Uncharted game, finishing Last of Us Part 2, and then getting some rest. Hopefully, after the Naughty Dog team is well rested from vacation, they can start thinking again of adventure. So yeah, guys, this was basically the article that I found about Uncharted 6 and what's going to happen with Nathan Drake, because a lot of people think that Nathan Drake might still come back, but no, guys, he probably will never come back again. Like I said, he'll probably make a cameo appearance maybe once for our geek fans, maybe so we will just geek out or something like that. But I don't think we would get any like main storyline involving Nathan Drake ever again, probably. But what do you think, guys? Are you excited for future Uncharted projects? If you are, that's cool, and if you're not, then please tell me why, because I am. I'm excited to see more, and I'm excited to explore new characters and the characters that we already met, but we haven't explored them, well enough. I would like Naughty Dog to try to do that for us, because there's some great characters that haven't been explored properly. Nathan Drake is not the only great character. Obviously, Nathan Drake is probably the best character in Uncharted, obviously, but obviously now it's only started slowly decided to explore Chloe Fraser, obviously, in The Lost Legacy. So hopefully next we can get something else, maybe explore more Yelena Fisher, maybe, I don't know, do something, maybe a spin-off to Yelena Fisher. I don't know, I want more things involving Uncharted. I think Uncharted shouldn't just end right here on the Lost Legacy. I think The Lost Legacy, I mean, and even Naughty Dog has said themselves that they do have plans for Uncharted 6. There's nothing confirmed yet, and they didn't start planning it yet or anything like that, but there are ideas for that game to be made, and there were talks about making Uncharted 6. So hopefully it happens, guys. Let's pray. But what do you think, guys? Do you want to see Uncharted 6? And what do you think about Nathan Drake? Probably never be a lead character ever again, or maybe not even appear in an NHL game ever again. Hopefully we do. I do hope they actually involve him in some way or form, and I mean like just cameo stuff, you know, like randomly pop him up, some, you know, in one of the missions or one of the scenes or something like that, you know, for us fans to geek out, and for us fans to remember how awesome it was to play for Nathan Drake throughout the 4 games. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I will try to make more of these commentaries, but I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you soon, guys. Peace.